Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Subletts. Missouri, Texas. Yeah. You love. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. You definitely have your mic muted. There you
I
go.
do. It's not going to cause interference.
We're wearing headphones.
Oh,
Oh, it don't matter.
yeah, yeah. We're on. No, it's echoing now.
Huh?
It's echoing.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't hear an echo.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all, we trying to get it together. Y'all know as we do. We're gonna go ahead and share. Welcome to Meet the Sublets, where my wife, Aqua Bay Sublet, and myself, Candace Sabu Sublet, come in and talk about things that matter to us, and that's why it's Meet the Sublets. It could be a trip, it could be some in business endeavor we're handling, it could be our relationship, it could be what's going on in our lives. This year, we've been doing a really good job at making sure we highlight other small businesses to encourage other small businesses. So usually we have a business guest. Today, unfortunately, we will not have one, but we will talk about a lot of cool things and just have it as an open format today. So thank you for tuning in with us. Please like, share, comment. I don't think we have a giveaway as of yet, but we have lots of exciting news over the last few weeks.
Well, we are still building for our 250 giveaway.
Okay, and
So,
what is that?
yes,
Give us the
once
details.
we hit 2,000 likes on our Facebook page, we're going to do a $250 giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely share, invite your friends to like the page. You have to like the page for a chance to win. So, yeah.
So, we want to talk about a weekly highlight?
Ooh,
You want to start? I know what my weekly highlight is.
Oh, well, then you start. I'm about to think about it.
You got to think about it. Okay, well, I'm going to go look for the link so I can drop it in you guys' in the comments. So, let me go into the messages. Monday morning, shortly before noon, I got this particular message. Taboo! You on YouTube. Girl, when you see someone with a camera, start promoting, sis. And I did not know what was going on. Um, but yes. I was on YouTube, and a gentleman actually a little bit of ways down, I think it was maybe 15, 20 minutes later, had gotten something, and it was pretty cool. He had referred him to us. So Cosmic Snacks is always in the building. We were at Kings of the South here in Dallas at a kick-ass party. It was great. So I'm about to drop that in the comments. So now my friends, they always look out for me. They always talking about make sure we promote, make sure we let people know where we are, what we're doing. So we try to put that out there. I think we've learned how to be a lot more modest because people could be not always have your best intentions at heart. So, but yeah, we are definitely excited about continuing to move around. So, your weekly highlight?
Um, well, I guess my weekly highlight is getting to come to Louisiana for the
Come,
second time in like a couple of weeks. So, yeah, that's
that's your highlight.
yeah. And then I have to turn around and do it again next week.
I know, right? Like goodness, y'all. And then we won't be coming back for another month, like, because then we'll be sitting still,
Yeah.
and probably working a lot to recoup all this travel to Louisiana. But I am actually a campaign manager for a city council race here in Hammond, Louisiana. So we are here at candidate Tanya Turner's home, and we are helping her run for city council. So I'm excited about it. Oh, somebody's knocking at the door. So, candidate-elect councilwoman.
Let me, one moment, please.
We're gonna take a pause for the calls.
Heart for Heart Beauty Supply. In mobile 24 hours.
Yes.
This black queen got it all, okay?
Yes.
Everything you need at the house store. You need help? You want red? She got it. She got everything. You need some bonding glue? She got bonding glue. Your lace coming up? Don't worry. She got lace glue. She got you. She got glue. She got fur. She got fur.
This is awesome. Thank you very much for your patience. Hey, Breakaway, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, drop your flyer in Bay's inbox so they can hear about the bike night that you have on the 4th of September. What's going on, friend? How you doing? I got to call you, friend.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to meet up for some lunch for my birthday shenanigan in a place not so far from you and I. So
don't be telling it. You know the other person watches.
yeah, in September. We're going to Killeen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we was trying to figure it out, but I think we're gonna meet up for brunch. So yeah, friend, I'm gonna hit you up.
I thought you were referring to what we were talking about earlier.
No,
My
I'm definitely
apologies.
worried about going to brunch in Killeen. Like definitely. So, oh, Thundercat is up and she's talking. That's awesome.
That's what I told you.
I know you did, but I'm just
Oh, you
like,
just
yeah, I
read
just
it
read
for
it
yourself.
myself. So it's
Are
like,
you
oh wow.
scrolling Facebook in the
I am
middle
because
of
I'm
the show?
sharing. I just pulled it up. That was the first thing that came up. My bad. My bad. So, okay. So what do we got going on? Trending topics. So we didn't talk about the roundup. The National Bikers Roundup was awesome. I had a great time. Unfortunately, it seems like this year is the year that, or not even the year. It seems like I throw out 20 things I'm gonna do, and there's things that just don't happen, and you still show up and you do what you're supposed to do. So we didn't get to do the activities for whatever reason at the roundup this year. So my wife and I have come up with a different strategy approach, I think, to do some kick-ass stuff at the roundup next year, wherever it is. And I think they said they'll release the information on November 1st. So we'll know where the National Bikers Roundup is. But it was a great time. I did not hear of any any accidents, any incidents. It was a great, great time. Very well organized. Louisiana had the best well organized roundup that I've been to in years. Like, I think Tulsa, maybe Memphis was the last most organized roundup I've been to. And that was at least 8 or 9 years ago. So it's the boot, baby. Well, the boot definitely did that. What happened? What did we do? We saw Remy. She camped out. We saw the Femtowns. We saw Phoenix. We saw a V12. Who else did we see?
Saw Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. Oh yeah, Big Sexy. She walked right up on us. Took a picture. We saw Joy at Ohio.
Yeah.
Who else did we see? Oh, we saw Celine from Dallas. We saw a lot of Dallas folks. Celine called us as we was coming in the gate. He's like, well, I'm right here, baby. I'm right here, boy.
You too loud in your microphone.
Oh, sorry, I'm too
That's
loud.
what that sound is.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I can't be loud.
Yeah, you got a sound regulator on today.
Oh, I got a sound regulator on today. My bad,
Yeah.
y'all. It's too loud. But Roundup was cool. Roundup was a good time. I'm glad we got to go to Roundup. What else has been going on? So Kings of the South.
Oh yeah, we took my dad and your mom.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was great. My mother is definitely there for the turn up.
She definitely will not be driving her vehicle back to Louisiana probably ever.
So we went to our Friday night activities, and we woke up on Saturday morning, and we were leaving to go to the roundup on Saturday morning, and my mother realized that two of her hubcaps are missing. So we get to the roundup, and we are leaving, but we were meeting up with some of our friends from Dallas. We were meeting up with Full Deck, and they were in the food vendor area, so we drove around there. Was getting, I went to go holler at them. We got out the car. Was maybe out the car maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and my mother's calling me, and she's like screaming in the phone. So I'm thinking like something didn't happen to her, something. Well, this man with this really massive truck hit her vehicle.
Definitely was not a man.
Okay.
It was a child.
A child, a man child.
Wouldn't even a man child.
It was
Definitely just a child.
who was not supposed to be driving a particular truck, who hit her car. It was a dent. She is not happy about it. She is definitely in the car. Like they hit her twice, so she was mad. Cause, and what did your dad say about the truck? Felt like the car was lifting up or something.
Oh yeah, it was lifting the car up off the ground, and they were in the back seat.
Yeah, exactly. So it was crazy. But overall, Louisiana was great. It was great. I had a good time.
That was the first trip I've taken with my dad as an adult, and like just to take a trip, not because we were like moving or going to visit family or anything like that. Like that was like the first like vacation I've ever taken with my dad. So I was a little nervous because I didn't know how our personalities would go together. But yeah, it was cool. He really enjoyed himself. That was the first motorcycle anything he's ever been to. He saw so much ass. He's ready to move.
I was about to say
Louisiana.
there was lots of women, and he got caught up by the first 2-3 people coming out the darn hotel on the first night. We was like, sir,
he was like a dog in heat. He was just. I was like, Lord, I didn't know I was going to put you on a leash.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
Yes, he definitely was there for the pull up of the women. So he definitely was there to mingle.
Trying to holler at everything that walked by.
Everything. He tried to get some red plum jam and all.
Have mercy. Oh, Lord.
That you can get a Dollar Tree.
Oh, Lord.
It was great. But we just kept telling him, like, you think that's it. You hadn't even seen it yet. And then he just kept looking. But
he was trying to get to the block party on Friday, too.
Yeah.
Talking about he ain't been to a block party since the 90s.
Oh, he was? Oh. But Kings of the South. Oh, he would have been in it to win it.
Oh, yeah. He would have been.
It was great. It was absolutely great. What else happened in Louisiana? Got to do some business. What else did we do in Louisiana last week? Because we're definitely only handling business this week. No partying, no motorcycle, nothing. It's definitely business to come back to Dallas. Oh, it was fun. My mama said on YouTube. She commented on YouTube.
I'm sure it was. Till they stole your hubcaps, huh?
You gonna mess with her. She gonna expense that to Cosmic Snacks and Meet the Subletts.
Cosmic Snacks and steal them hubcaps.
That was on off time.
Exactly.
Nah, that was
to go.
Nah, that was networking celebrity time.
That was definitely not Cosmic Snack time.
No, I understand. No, we had a good time. We had the last couple of weeks. So, well, thank God that nothing has happened horribly to the bikers here in Dallas. We definitely have been in there, like here swimwear. Well, yeah, here in Dallas. Okay, in Dallas. They're in Dallas. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're not in Dallas.
We're not. We're in Louisiana, definitely. But I'm just used to saying here in Dallas. Goodness, excuse me. So, we got anything else? That's all I got, y'all. I ain't got nothing. I don't know what's going on in the news. If it's not, she's we can put the sad face on there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If it ain't got nothing to do with campaign, with Louisiana ethics, with Texas ethics, with Texas donors and Louisiana donors, I don't even know what's going on in the news. Like the donors are telling me what's going on. Beto's telling me when he texts me and asks me for money what's going on. So I don't even know what's going on in the real world right now.
I mean, I think the last serious thing that I saw, it really ain't serious, but have you heard about the controversy? It ain't even controversy. Have you heard about the issue that the Spirit employee in Dallas had with the lady? Because the lady and the guy got into a fight, and someone recorded it. So everyone's talking about the different sides, but obviously we don't know what happened before they
Right.
started recording. But if you listen to the recording, the guy clearly says that the lady had already invaded this person's space and put her hands on him and stuff like that. So when you look at the recording, you see he's getting in her face or whatever
Right.
in return because she disrespected him. And then when someone got between them, she decided that she was gonna punch him in the face, and
Right.
he wasn't gonna let that slide. So it's just, baby, he did not let that slide.
Oh my
He
goodness! I want to see
football
this
tackled
video
her.
now. He
I'm not
football tackled
did in the airport.
the flight attendant.
He was one of the Spirit employees.
Oh, he was an employee, and
Yes,
she's just
she was
a passenger.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I
Wow.
thought it's pretty interesting how, like, just seeing the different sides of what people are saying. Because, I mean, if you listen to what he's saying, you can clearly hear him saying that she was invading his space.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And she didn't care.
no,
She was
did
being
not care.
disrespectful. Well, she got football tackled, so I guess she
Did.
learned that at that moment. And then she
Did.
tried to run.
Then tried to run and make it seem like she didn't wasn't in the wrong. And there was a guy that was getting in the Spirit employee's face because he felt like he shouldn't hit a woman because
Yeah.
he's a man. But if you invade somebody's space and you put your hands on somebody, you get
Yeah,
whatever's coming
yeah.
after that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I know your mama taught you to keep your hands to yourself if you wasn't ready for the consequences. Like, if you felt like you was bold enough to hit this man in his
Yeah.
face, that meant you was ready for whatever
Whatever
came
was
after.
coming back,
Like,
whatever reaction.
yeah, like that's not right. You can't feel like just because you're a woman, you get to put your hands on a man,
No.
and then they do nothing, and then you want to try to cry and scream and make it seem like somebody's
Like you're the
attacking you.
victim.
Yeah,
But you're
no.
actually the what is it, the victimizer?
Yes.
You're actually the one that
And
initiated
it
it.
probably was over something dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Spirit, they ain't got the best customer service. I ain't gonna just vouch.
He just
say that
pulled up
they-
today for work.
You know
What
what I'm saying? But he probably was just trying to pull his shit together.
Right.
Knowing he was going to have to deal with all these angry people because Spirit's policies are trash. Like, you know going into work that you're going to have this day. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't think he was going to get somebody putting their hands on him. So,
Right.
I'm interested to see if he's going to lose his job.
I hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't.
They'll have to investigate it.
I did see a comment. I think that someone said he did get suspended while they were investigating.
Yeah.
But clearly, y'all got cameras in the airport.
Yes.
So you should be able to see from A to B what happened.
Yeah, but they just have to do that precautionary so
Yeah,
they can do
yeah.
that investigation. And maybe just to give him some personal time to be able to cool off and get himself together. Because, if he was attacked or if he was, the victim in that situation, then he needs time to chill. So, well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. Like I said, I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got nothing. Like, nothing. Unless y'all want to hear about Democratic days. Unless y'all want to hear about Texas all female rights stuff. Unless y'all want to hear about pretty much anything else. I guess I might as well just go and rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, now would be the time.
Okay. So, as we stated before, the Texas all female right has been canceled. And we are doing a reorganization. I've been talking about that for at least the last month and a half, 2 months. So, we are actually expanding from only a motorcycling organization that caters to women in Texas, but we are also expanding across the nation. So, we are
Super
always
excited.
looking for board members, advisory members. We are always
Representatives for each state.
yes. So our goal is to create an organization that provides funding to clubs, to motorcycle related businesses, to like I know there's lots of vendors out here, and sometimes they need gas, tires, things that go on their vehicles.
Maybe they get hurt. Maybe
Yeah.
they need help on a bill. Maybe they need to apply for a scholarship. Anything that we can help with is the goal.
Yes. So we are changing and pivoting. It's not to say that we are getting rid of the Texas All Female Ride. That will continue to be our annual charity ride. But we are pivoting the focus and target from the actual community onto women in the motorcycle community. So I am actually stepping down as the chair of the Texas All Female Ride, and I will be become the executive director of the Texas All Female Ride, which means I will be handling probably all the grunt work, the dirty work, and all of that. And Bay will be taking over as chair and appoint her own board and govern and lead the Texas All Female Ride that way. Whew. So that's what we've been holding it off on telling y'all for about 2 months.
How do you feel now that you ripped the band-aid off?
Um, I feel as good as long as it satisfies, and gives the women in Texas law that are recipients of whatever funding we can find for them. I'm okay with it. Like, change is hard, but it's not something that doesn't need to happen. Let me say that.
Yeah.
So I've been the chair for 4 years. So need to pivot in a different direction, and that's what we're doing.
I'm just excited that we're expanding to women all over the country and trying to really unify lady riders and non-riders because social clubs are just as important, so it's not a matter of, oh, you ride a motorcycle, so you're the only thing that's included. No, we want to unify us all. So I really think that this will be great. And I'm really excited to see what we come up with. So.
Okay. So you ready to take on this challenge?
Definitely. I'm always for helping people, so I'm super excited.
Okay. Whew. So it's been a very challenging couple of months just trying to figure out how to let go of the reins and just become an employee of an organization that I've created. That's very gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. I've talked to a few people, considered other options, but I think this is just the best option. That way I can focus fully on actually the implementation of the programs, and her and whatever the board can focus fully on governance. So, and whatever that's supposed to look like and all the things that I have to do. So, yes, that's the tea of the week, the tea of the year, and the all-female ride segment.
Tea?
Girl, yes, tea.
Wow.
And tea doesn't have to be bad.
Most people associate it with bad.
But it's not. Like, it doesn't have to be bad. So.
How many people you hear you say, oh, I got the tea, and it be something good?
Well, it's usually something good. It's something juicy.
It's not. It's usually something good for the person that's telling you, and it's usually somebody else's business.
Well, no, this is my business. So tell my own tea. That's why it's good, because it's my own tea. It's not somebody else's green tea. So, but thank you, Breakaway. We appreciate it. We're trying to, like I said, just reach out and support women in the best way that we can, and support, I guess, the motorcycle community overall. Because if we can support the women, then it's supporting the community overall. So.
Right. Yeah. I can't wait for Breakaway to, advertise hot on our network. We're trying to run a commercial or something.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Because, them bros actually has joined on to our network. So that's cool.
That's a highlight.
Yes, it is a highlight. I forgot about that.
Dem Rose is every Wednesday night at 8:15 p.m. So their show will be right after ours.
Yes, on this wonderful platform. Yes. I know we're trying to get them some traffic and and switch platforms onto an actual network platform. So I'm excited to get their views up. So tune in 8:15 every Wednesday night, 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, excuse me.
Correct.
So we're excited about that.
I'm going to inbox you, Breakaway. We're going to make it happen.
Oh, yeah. She can make it happen. I think, what was it, Cousins Impromptu? Can we run that back?
I just played it earlier.
You did? Oh, I didn't see it. That was the one? Oh, okay. Well, play it. Look, I wanted to see it. Why didn't I see it
when the show is over, you go and
yes, I'm definitely going to go rewatch it. Cousin definitely is our on-the-beat reporter, and she gets in the city councilman's car, like, on accident, because of her and her dog, her son. So, yeah. So that was great. That was a great, the dog's son.
Cousin, if you're watching this, I love you.
Yes, we do love Cousin. She's on break, too, so she probably is. Unless she's watching TikTok videos.
She's probably ready to see us.
Oh, she misses us.
Who knows?
Oh. So, what do we got coming up? I know we're going
What
to
do we have
event.
this weekend?
On Saturday we are going to a music fest at Yellow Belly. So we'll be out there from like 3 to midnight ish. And then that's like a whole thing, I guess, like young
It's some
20s.
kind of like music festival or something, right?
Yeah, some music festival or something like that.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. I love music, any kind of music, so I'm excited. I've never been to a concert or anything like that, so I'm excited. Even though I'm working.
I know, right? We just like we don't even know what to expect. And then Sunday we are doing a kind of like a more of a marketing event. So we're not gonna have our full setup. We'll just have our marketing setup, and we are doing like a Grub Fest sampling. I believe it's at Lofty Spaces. Let me see, because I was just looking and we were just talking about it right before here.
Oh yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out.
Where is it at? That's what we're trying to figure out. Texas Grubber. Texas dot Grubbers, Grubbers, on Instagram. August 21st, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Isn't Saturday? Is Saturday the music thing?
Yes.
Okay. So isn't that the one that's benefiting that really awesome?
Oh, yeah. The Bucky something.
Buckle Bunnies.
Buckle Bunnies charity. So yes, it is fund. It is going towards funding abortions and abortion funding in Texas or abortions in Texas.
I think it's like reproductive rights or something like
Yeah.
that. Definitely look them up on Instagram. I'm gonna drop a link for their page. It's a really cool organization. Like once I went to the website, it kind of like reading some of the things that they're about and what they're trying to do. It's a pretty cool organization. So I'm
Yes,
really
it is.
excited to see how Saturday goes, and I hope it's really beneficial for them. Okay.
Yes.
Have some money.
Yes, I hope they raise a lot of money too. Why do we always end up on benefits or somehow on accident? Because that definitely was a business move.
Because we really are about giving back to people.
I guess so.
It just all aligns when it's supposed to.
Okay. I guess so. All right, I'm about to drop this in the comments. Where we're gonna be. Is it working? I don't know what's not working. Oh, because it's not playing. I don't know how to do. Look, y'all, I'm trying to get better at my social media areas.
She now runs our Twitter, so if you see anything quippy on there, it's definitely her.
Don't do me because I forgot that I run Twitter. What? I don't go to Twitter like that. I don't even use my Twitter like that. I'm trying to get better at the Instagram. So
You're gonna be fired.
I shouldn't be fired. I'm just trying to keep.
We need
it
a social media assistant.
Social media. Okay, there y'all go. So that's the link to the Grove Fest. So it is in Deep Ellum, 1515 South Ewing Street, Ewing Avenue in Deep Ellum. So that's what I said. It's gonna be kind of snazzy. I think we'll like it.
I'm kind of nervous now. They be shooting in Deep Ellum.
Do that, baby. They shoot everywhere. Shut up.
Yeah, but they really be shooting.
They be shooting in motorcycle events.
Lately, they've been shooting in Deep Ellum.
Yeah, they have.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Matter of fact, I think I just saw something about an apartment in Uptown maybe, or something. They just had a shootout last night. Somebody was recording like all the bullet holes.
Oh my goodness! In
Uptown? I'm pretty sure it was in Uptown. It wasn't in the hood. I know that because I looked and I was like, "This is odd."
I know this does not happen over here. We have to ask friends. She live over that way.
It was somewhere. I'm gonna have to go back and find it. I scrolled across it this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, what else we got? The next weekend we'll be in Louisiana. Then the weekend after that, we may try to go brunch. And then we'll be doing Black Kings and Alter Ego the second weekend in September.
We will be. That is my birthday weekend, so make sure y'all come turn up.
And tips are welcome.
Oh yes.
So my birthday.
I don't even know what I'm going to be wearing, but it's going to be something cute.
With that turquoise hair, probably.
We'll see. I don't know how my hair will be by then.
I'm trying to think.
You see how long it took me to take it down, and I had to wash it and deep condition it.
Yeah, you did.
Having hair is too much work.
Why you think I cut
I
mine
kind of
off?
miss being bald headed at this point.
So what are you gonna do if you cut your hair off?
Be bald and beautiful.
Okay.
Ain't like I ain't never been.
I know. I met you. You had no hair, so let's not.
Exactly, and that didn't stop you from doing what you did. So,
I don't think the hair on the top of your head it mattered about what I was doing, what I was trying to
I'm
do.
just saying it don't make a difference when the lights is cut off.
Girl, did you? When did I even find out you didn't have no hair? How long was
Probably
it?
the next day,
I don't know.
because I will rip a wig off real
I
quick.
know, but you know you didn't know. It was like a few days, but you had already told me before that. Like you had already showed me pictures before
Oh,
that.
did
So
I?
I did, yeah, because that's when you was standing there in that gray and white picture like this with no hair. So you had already showed me, and I was like, "Ooh, she a
I definitely
hardcore."
look like the man of somebody's
She
dream.
did. I was like, "Ooh, she a hardcore." I don't know if I like that.
Shut
I
up.
ain't gonna even lie. I'll take some stemming.
That was
I'll
my
take some
prison cut.
stop, man, because it was strong. It was boot, boot, boot. It was strong.
No,
I
you
was like, I don't know
didn't.
who little boy this is.
Wow. Who's
In
little
these
boy?
little boots. You had them combat boots on too, them gold boots you got. And it was something else. You just said it in the mirror, and I was like, "That is, ooh, who little boy is this?" But you had already told me.
Again, didn't
You
stop you from doing
it
what you
didn't. You
did.
already told me what had happened before I even went snooping. You had already told me that your ex had, messed your hair up, so you had cut it off. So I already knew. And then when I saw it, I was like, "Oh." And then when you came over with a wig, so I was like, "Okay," but I knew it wasn't nothing under there.
Nothing but space and opportunity.
Ooh,
Are
y'all.
you
You
trying to
know
be
what?
funny?
How many of
You
y'all?
trying to tell slick jokes or what?
No, I'm about to say, how many of y'all?
Tread lightly.
How many of y'all would be mad if I walked around? Because my godmother and her sister used to wear wigs back in the 80s. That's why I hate them. Let me just tell you. And they didn't have the regular wigs now. Y'all got swooper dupes or whatever. They had the Jerry curl, the old Estelle Getty ugly wig. And they was black women. So so not only did everyone have Jerry curls, they had these Jerry curl like wigs. But that wasn't the issue. So when it came to high praise, they would snatch that thing off and run around the church. Why? Why? And see,
Because
that's
it's
why,
hot up under
and
there.
that's fine. And I appreciate the ladies who do wear wigs, and I appreciate those that have the Miss Seeley plaits. I appreciate those that have French braids, cornrows, whatever, because they was not doing that. They was just putting the wig on. It just wasn't like they even tried to braid anything. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If I wore a wig, I'd have probably a plait or two in the back and a plait or two up here. And as long as it ain't sticking out the wig, I'm cool. So that's probably how my braided down here would go into the wig. But they definitely didn't do that. And then they used to just snatch it off and run around the church, or snatch it off at dinner and run around the house. Like, who don't nobody want to see that? So that's really why I hate wigs. That is exactly why I hate them. Like, and they like at least comb your hair under there. Shit. Like,
I
God.
just want to know what makes you feel like somebody wants to hear your unsolicited opinion about your hatred of
I
wigs.
don't know,
Because you
because
feel the need to tell that to people you know wear wigs, even though it ain't none of your business.
it ain't. It ain't. You said a swooping.
She said, "What the hell is a swooper do?" That's what she
Cause
said.
it was the
No,
tight
no, no,
curl.
no. What is a swooper do?
I don't know. The swoop do where your hair bump. It swoop do. Like the wig, like the flat swoop do, the swoop under your chin.
That's before my time.
Oh, well, everybody wears swoop do now. Well, you got swoop do. Once you pull it all, comb it all out, and it got the bump in it, and then you turn it, just swoop a doop over your shoulder. Swoop a doop. That's what the swoop a doop
Is
is.
that what you used to tell them when you went to the shop? Yeah, just give me
Give
the
me the swoop
swooper
a
do.
doop. Sure did. And they be like, what? And I said, swoop it under here.
Oh,
Swoop a doop.
Lord.
Give me a bob. Yep, or don't come, wrap it on up. They come out the little weave wrap. Because I used to get glue back in the day, because
Is
that's what I
that
was
right?
getting. Is that why what? Definitely. What is that why what? Come on forward. Come forward, cause hey, I come forward too. I'm ready for it,
No,
cause I'm
I ain't
tired
even
of
gonna
this
do you
part of
like
my
that. I'm
edges.
not gonna do you the way you've done me in this show.
Whatever. Come for it. What? That's why I ain't got no edges. Cause the edges didn't. I came out with no edges, baby. I ain't even had no baby hair. That's I was jealous of brides with baby hair.
Oh, so you just
My
came out with forehead and hairline.
yes.
Oh,
That's why I'm like real honest about my edges. Like like let's not live in the reality. Like Candace came out with edges. Candace definitely did not come out with edges. You can see it in every baby. You can see it. They start right here, and all of this is this little. It ain't even like swoop. Like you could swoop any no curl nothing. It was fuzz, and it has been fuzz
you
since.
know what I just thought
What?
about?
What you think of it? So let's not act. Candace has
You
never
know
had
when
edges.
baby birds first come out, how they just like really small, and then when they feel this grow in, it's like a little
That's
fuzz.
exactly what it was. Fuzz, and then but it wasn't even dark enough for us to cover up nothing, because I was high yellow as shit. So now I got high yellow fuzz. I mean hair, skin coming through iridescent brown hair.
It still happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be having to double check to make sure you ain't going bald. I'm like, oh no,
Shut
that's
up.
just a
See,
free
see
injury.
what I'm saying? I came out with no edges. So what I'm saying is, y'all come for my edges,
I'm not
because
gonna
I'm
come for
coming
them.
for them every day.
You come for your own.
I'm actually confident in my
You
edges
might
now.
need to put you some eggs on them.
Let me tell you what I have
Some
used.
Jesus drops. Or
Let's
something.
name all the products that I have used to grow these edges. I have used the stimulating oils at the counter. I have used every oil, every grease. When I used to get perms, I would keep it oil.
Well, that's
I
why
have
you ain't
tried.
gonna ever grow none. That perm probably killed
Oh,
every
it did.
follicle you
It
had up
did.
there.
It did probably. But I didn't have none before that, so it really was just fuzz. That's all it was permanent.
Oh,
Was
so you wanted
fuzz.
it to be straight fuzz.
I did because I wanted baby hairs. Keep telling you, I came out with no baby hair.
At this point, you just get you a pencil and draw them on.
Why do I even have to do that? Let's just not
You
have
know they
edges.
got them little things.
Let's just bust a fade
It's
and
like
not worry about edges.
it's like a mascara thing.
Why my mama gonna call my godmother out because she remember she used to take a wig off and run around the church. You know, Boo gonna see this mama. She gonna be so mad at me, her and Ann. Oh, Lord Jesus, but yeah, never had edges. And they used to, my nephew has the same issue, but he has more hair than I do. He has edges, but his hairline is weird. So y'all see my hairline? It looks like the guy cut it wrong, but he did not. That is my hairline. So that's why I say no edges. No, that's how I came out. I just had little dark curly hair. Now this here, I don't know what happened, and I got some.
Gray. So now that it's turning gray right there, it looks iridescent. Since you want to just skip over that part.
It's gonna hurt my little feelings. I was a damn
You thought I was going for your edges.
Yeah.
I'm coming for the grays, baby. I'm hitting where it hurts since we're talking about my wigs.
Ooh, y'all. These grays is driving me nuts. Y'all, I have had the worst. I have had the worst. Um, Last year, this time, I was so happy to turn 40. So happy. So happy. And then I turned 40, and about a month later, my body just started falling apart. But I didn't know that it was falling apart. And then I fell. I don't know, because I definitely didn't feel it before none of the things that I feel now did I feel before I turned 40. I'm blaming it on the fact that I fell in February, which is why I got this neck issue
She was
now.
trying to be 4, not 40.
No, that was 39.
Excuse me, 14. She was trying to be 14.
Oh yeah, with the busted challenge.
40.
But no, I fell since the busted challenge. Since
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, remember I fell. We was working, so I just fell over. That was not my fault, but that definitely is causing the neck pain. But I noticed my lack of care, preventative measures, hereditary. So I am encouraging, um, cautioning, asking everyone to go out Get your blood work checked. Um, if you're not gonna exercise, if you're not gonna do what you need to do, go get your ass on some medicine or something. Because if not, please go exercise and try to make better eating choices. Because yeah, that's where I'm at right now in life. So I just think about all the time, actually, while I'm frustrated with trying to manage medication and I'm frustrated with trying to, what everybody's telling me I need to do. And it really just comes down to let me try to figure out the medication first. And then let me figure out my nutrition. And then I can figure out, like how to eat. Like, let me just try to take steps at it. Um, and it's been really I'm not gonna say hard, but it's just been really eye opening. It's really eye opening. Yeah. So to understand what people go through, and actually about a month and a half ago, was it a month ago that man died? Maybe a few weeks ago. Maybe a few weeks ago. So I'm a big advocate of domestic violence because my abuser, I won't name who he is, died about 3 weeks ago, I think, something like that. Um, I told my wife about who he was. I've told pretty much anybody that knows me about who he was, and why I am the way that I am, why I'm so precise about certain things, why I protect my heart, why I tell people I'm heartless, even though I'm really not. He really changed the trajectory of my adult life in 2009. That was probably the worst week of my life. I don't talk about it. I don't think I've ever talked about it on social media, have I? I don't think I have. No. But he died. And I realized, and I knew then that he was just an irresponsible person, wasn't going to take care of his health, wanted to continue drugging and drinking, and died at a very young age, didn't even make it to 50. So it's actually just got me, looking at my own personal, health and management. Thank God I quit smoking cigarettes, but I done kept falling and hurting myself. So now I got to get those things figured out. But um, just have to eat better, eat right, continue trying to treat people well as best as I can.
That brings you to a good point. It's important to be encouraging to people because you never know what anyone's going through. And I know, like the last month, um, I've been focusing on a lot of like reels on Instagram and a lot of different social media stuff. And people are really cruel.
Yeah.
People feel like they have to give their unsolicited advice or opinions, and they're really rude. But for me, saying something to me doesn't really bother me because you don't know me, you don't know my story, you don't know anything about me. But you choose to say hurtful things on purpose, which means you really don't have my best interest in heart.
Right.
But you don't know anything that I've gone through or am currently going through. So you just got to be mindful. You don't know how someone's going to take the unsolicited advice or your unsolicited opinion. Like if you can't be encouraging and encourage someone to work on their health or take their medications or seek help or going to school or whatever it is that a person's trying to do, if you can't be encouraging in that journey, you shouldn't say anything wrong.
Yeah.
I see so many people on TikTok that are, I won't say puzzled by these comments, but they always feel like they have to respond or explain themselves. But at the end of the day, these people don't know you.
Yeah.
These people don't know your story.
Yeah.
And if you're telling your story, like a lot of people do on TikTok, these are people who aren't taking the time to listen to that story. They're too busy trying to tell you what you should be doing to be skinnier or to be rich or to be beautiful or to be whatever. And it's just like, there's so much evil in the world. There's so much hurt in the world. There's so much loss in the world. There's so much different things going on. Like, how do you have time to tear another person down?
Right. When you're trying to build up yourself.
Right.
Actually, I had a video that went viral. I think it was back in May I was feeling really good that day. Like my jeans slid on. Maybe it was April. My jeans went on. Those was the ones I was talking about. I was wiggle to put my jeans on. I didn't have to. They just slid right on, and I was so happy. 129,000 views. But people were commenting, and believe me, my wife and the Reverend, they came for them like quickly. But they were commenting about, if I was a boy or a girl, or because of my size, or whatever the case may be. And people are still commenting to this day. But they don't know what I was struggling with. Hell, I didn't even know at the time what was going on. Like outside of maybe one illness. But there are other things going on with me, and so it's kind of like, oh, well, that was why I was so, so big or so bloated, or, so you just never know what people got going on. And I tell people that, and I try. I'm not as best as I could be, and that's something I wake up every day to work on, is to try to be a better me to someone else every day. But when it comes down to it, you don't know what people got going on.
Right.
And I really need y'all to go get y'all's behinds checked out. And I really need y'all to listen to these doctors. I need y'all to do what y'all need to do. And 99% of y'all won't. And I still love you if you don't. But if you value your life, you'll do what you need to do. Excuse me. So I think that's important.
Yeah.
So we're making gradual changes in our meals, and I think, what did you give me one night? I was so mad at I kept saying it tasted weird.
Oh,
The spaghetti.
I made spaghetti with vegan noodles. It was really good. I liked it.
The texture of the noodles. They were
You'll
too
be all
skinny.
right.
If they were bigger.
You'll be all right.
Okay,
Them were the only ones they had. So we'll try different types of noodles next time. But it'll be the same brand. Just
okay.
So there's that.
There's that. You sound like Kim. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, well, I think we need to get ready to start wrapping up so we can do what we need to do.
Well, then wrap up the show. They can hear you.
Okay. Well, no, I was about to.
That wasn't a whisper.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to, and then you were saying something. So I'm like, oh, we said something together. No, so we have to get prepared for our next show. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you would like to be a small business sponsor, if you would like to be a small business guest, if you would like to put a commercial, an ad in on any of our network, they will be in all of our shows. Please inbox Aqua Bay Sublette. She will be able to take care of all of that for you. We're excited about what's next week. What do we have next week?
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay. Well, tune in Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Record podcast, where we talk about biker politics. Actually, I'm excited this week. We talked a little bit about freedom in the political parties, isn't it freedom in political party, or freedom within the political system? Excuse me. And so, how do you, how do you live freely within the system that's put in place? So that was a really great conversation, and we're excited. School's back in, so people are going to get the kids to bed earlier. So we're excited to do what we do on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Which is now also live on Facebook.
Oh, it's live on Facebook. Okay.
Yep.
So Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We're excited. All right. So if you have any announcements, anything going on, let us know. Y'all have a good night.
Stay tuned for Them Bros.
Doom, doom, doom.
See y'all next week.